not Arsenal playing, it's hate watching for me.
So why? Because if we and I actually went online and did an interesting review to find out what exactly this. There's always been a beef, or there's always been a bit of negativity or criticism for movies, musician, artists. But in terms of football, in the 90s and early 2000s, if you were a big fan of, let's say, West Ham United, you would not want to have anything to do with Manchester United or your other local London rivals such as Arsenal. You wouldn't bother about what they were doing. You wouldn't go and watch their games. But in the 20th century, in 21st century, particularly since 2010 up until today, there's been a steady increase in people wanting to watch the downfall of their rivals in real time, no less. Why, Ufoma? Why, oh why?
Well, Jude, I have to be honest with you. I don't think that it's just a thing that started in 2010. As far as I'm concerned, hate watching, we probably have a name for it now, but it has always been there from time immemorial. Especially when you have rivals, playing against each other. Right here in River State, let me come local now. Back in the day, in the 80s or maybe the 90s, Sharks United fans do not want to see anything or hear anything good about Dolphins. Or Eagle Cement, as they were called before they changed into Dolphins. If you ask typical Rivers people, who used to watch football back in the days, the fans of Sharks do not want to hear anything about Eagle Cement. The same way Eagle Cement or Dolphins do not want to hear anything about Sharks, which is why every time there's a Port Harcourt derby, it's always fierce and feisty. And so it's same way across football. From the 50s, if you know your history very well, when the Spanish dictator more or less was putting out laws or putting out things to favor Real Madrid, it's one of the things that caused the El Clasico rivalry as we know it today.
Yes.
Real Madrid fans do not want to see anything good about Barcelona, the same way Barcelona do not want to see anything good about Real Madrid. In England, the fierce rivalry is Manchester United and Liverpool. In London, you talk about Tottenham and Arsenal over the years, but at least over the last 25 years, the Arsenal and Chelsea rivalry has also come up. So it's a natural thing that has always been there. As a fan, you love your club, but you also want the downfall of your fierce rival.
Yeah, but you would not actively go and watch a match where your fierce rival is involved, right? I want to see them lose. You are talking about when two opposing sides are obviously in contest, and it's okay. There's always a rivalry, right? And yes, you don't want them to do better than you, obviously. But we're seeing more. There are more dedicated sites, more dedicated views. Even people are being sent. Imagine Tottenham fans, sending a contingent to the Newcastle Stadium to make sure that when Arsenal would lose, they can start to tweet directly live on their Instagram and YouTube pages that Arsenal has lost. What is going on, Ufoma?
So Jude, I think technology, has made things better. As opposed to say 30 years ago, where the possibility of watching these live European games, on your smartphones, were not there. Back 20, 25 years ago, you have to go to a viewing center, pay some certain amount of money for you to watch. And I'm talking right here in Nigeria now. The technology has improved. Smartphones have improved. You literally do not even need to go to any viewing center now. If you have data on your phone, you can as well watch it. For someone like me, on a weekend like this, I'm probably watching 2-3 games at the same time. I'm watching one on the TV. There's one possibly on my laptop. And there's a possibility I'm looking, at another game on my phone. So I think technology has made it, and then maybe the rivalry has also technology and and rivalry on social media has also increased. So people want to see their. The other day, I think it was last weekend, when Liverpool were huffing and puffing against Burnley, and they got that very annoying, for me now as an Arsenal fan, late
Wow.
penalty.
Wow.
We were all swearing for Hannibal, the former Manchester United player who more or less conceded that 93rd minute penalty. Just the same way yesterday for us Arsenal fans, we were celebrating, or day before yesterday, I should say, we were celebrating Eddie Nketiah's
Last win.
96th, the 97th minute win against Liverpool. The same way Barcelona fans over the weekend on Saturday, we're having a party when
Atletico.
Madrid,
Yeah.
Atletico washed Madrid by 5 goals to 2. So I think it's a culture that has come to stay right now in football. It's the trending topic every time football game is on social media, Twitter especially, where, in fact, yesterday's hate watching did not work because everybody who was hate watching the Arsenal game, got sunk, so to speak, in the last minute. The same way those of us who are hate watching Liverpool last weekend against Burnley had that egg on our faces, in the 93rd minute when Salah scored that penalty. It's a culture, and I think it just makes it makes the football interesting for me.
Okay. All right. We'll take a breather. When we come back, Ufuma is still going to join me as we start to answer your questions. Some comments have come directed at you, Ufuma, by the way. So stay tuned. We're back right
No,
after this break. All right. So, hate watching. You are part of the system. Are you not? Are you proud of yourself? Our question this morning is, when you hate watch, does it not indicate that you have a secret admiration or a quiet fear for that opponent of yours? Stay tuned. 92.3 Nigeria Info. It is Hello Port Harcourt. My name is Jude Omamegbe. Our starter this morning is the rise in hate watching in football. Yes, hate watch is the practice of consuming content, whether online or going to a theater or buying a book, for the sole purpose of negatively criticizing or making a mockery of said particular content. Right? Now, in football, it's become big, so big that you have a lot of people, billions across the globe, who tune in regularly to the various channels on YouTube, on Instagram, on X. Yes, also Nigeria Info, when the sports gangs are, the gang members are in to tell us why they don't want a particular team to win. Now, a proclaimed hate criminal is standing by, and we have questions for him. All right, not for me, but from one or two of you listening in the studio. Now, our question this morning is very simple. When you hate watch, right? Does it indicate a quiet admiration or a loud disdain for an opponent? So we'll get to the phone lines very shortly. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0003, Facebook and X. Ufoma, to you now. As we wrap up our time with you so you can get on to other things this morning, do you think hate watch is making the various sports, particularly football, right, more interesting?
Absolutely. Rival, as a Nigerian, in Manchester United, I agree. Or you could say in England, is Tottenham, But that one is for them. They live in London. They understand the
local,
the territorial and the local nuance, For me as a Nigerian and as a football fan, the one team that has given me heartaches and has given me cause for sorrow and has made me shed tears is Manchester United. They denied my club of winning certain trophies, that I'm still for now. You understand?
Where is the role of forgiveness? Where's the role of moving on?
That one are your concern, See, like I'm telling you now, this is me talking as a fan. This is not me, the pundit or the football analyst. As a football fan, I want United to go on relegation. I'm enjoying the abyss they've been over the last few years. It is fun for me. So every day they are playing a game, like on Saturday when they play Brentford in the early kickoff, I'm literally having fun and enjoying the fact that they lost by 3-1. The day they win, I'll feel some sort of grudge, So the truth of the matter is it's a combination of both. It makes it interesting, and at the same time, you are also watching because a lot of the rival fans right now, for years, they had this complaint, they had this talk about, Arsenal has a soft underbelly, Arsenal are chokers, they can't win and all of that. Yes, they still have not been able to win the league in 21 years. But trust me, for the ones who want to be true to themselves, they are looking at the present Arsenal team over the last 2-3 years and they're saying, like play. These people feel fine when we. So yes, they're hate watching every weekend or midweek to see them fail, but quietly there's also that form of admiration right there.
Okay, all right. Now let's get to the questions and let's answer. We only have about 4 or 5 minutes with Omamegbe this morning. A question came in before the break, Ufoma. This one is from Kelvin in GRA. Kelvin says, Ufoma, I think you've already answered this. Ufoma, which do you dislike more? Let me say it the way he said it. Ufoma, which do you hate more, Liverpool or Manchester United, and why?
It's obvious. I already answered it. It's Manchester United.
Exactly.
Presently, right now, of course, I cannot like Liverpool because if there's any team that I think would most likely deny Arsenal from winning the league, it's got to be Liverpool. It's not Manchester United. So at the moment, of course, Liverpool will be my number one, quote unquote, hate team to watch. Let me tell you how bad it is. Sometimes, especially when you know that the team will most likely win the game, you don't even want want to watch the game. You only when you probably see that either they are losing or they are drawing, you now go and tune the TV to see the last set of
minutes just to validate your
so it's
hate. Wow, I'm worrying. I'm worrying about you. Really, I am.
me?
Yeah. Oh, I
Don't
am.
worry about me.
Okay.
I'm a football fan through and through.
Interesting. All right, this person just came in, us with a few others, but let's take this one and then we'll let Ufoma go. I will open the phone lines so we can have you join in the conversation. Now, I feel like hate watching is a disturbing evidence of witchcraft mentality, instability, or a confused fan. So you know those people that actually hate a celebrity or a public figure, yet use their data, time, and energy to troll or actively wish that the said celebrity bad, then cry like they are bereaved when the celebrity blocks them. I will never understand how people dedicate so much time to seek the attention of someone that they say they don't like or check what they are doing. It used to really bother me, but I now know how to deal with them. I have found that these confused fans are actually free advertising for me when I have to pay for ads on radio, social media, or billboards. I know how much I'll pay and the calculations I'll be doing. But confused fans who keep talking about me in places I can't reach are actually free. Why would I turn down free advertising? For some reason, they are the ones that buy my work fastest, even though I know that they do it to criticize. My bank account and my royalties are not crying. When I see that they're truly dangerous, I will withdraw my energy by blocking them online so that they can cry some more. And I tell my husband, so that if they try anything offline, they can find out by virtue of personal experience that quiet men whose wives are threatened can be mad too. Ufoma, this is a very interesting aspect of the quote-unquote hate watching. Remember, my intro, I said it has to do with people who consume content for the sole purpose of criticizing. This is an extreme scenario where people, and we see this.
I agree with you.
Yeah, we see in the media.
I agree with you. That's extreme and it's personal. It's actually extreme and personal. This is not to an institution, so to speak. This is to a person, and that's a human being. You could excuse the one of football because it's all banter and entertainment, so to speak. You just want